mic. You guys hear me on this side? Yeah, this one should be working too. Landon, if you're still out there. Yes, I can hear you, Paul. I messed up, unfortunately. I'm going to leave both these running, I guess. I don't know. You guys let me know. I've got the mic playing over on the poker side too. Let me know if you guys want me to keep the mic open or closed over there. Completely up to you. It may be too much. Landon came in and said something to me, but I couldn't open my mic, so I'm getting killed over here on this poker, all joking aside, guys. We can't get a flop for the life of us. We get playable starting hands that go nowhere, so it looks bad. Plus, the one hand that we should have actually played was that 9 queen suited, and I was too busy trying to answer questions over on the YouTube side, so I missed that one. That was a blunder, but it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little tough. So don't take this session, guys, as the end all be all, because this is just trying to get going. Sadly, I've made some mistakes. Not gonna lie, trying to keep up with all this. Well, there's a hand. We might be able to actually do something with this one, hopefully. So far, finally we got something. Glad to have the mic open. Hope you took your high blood pressure meds. No, I'm good. I'm good. No meds for me. Now watch this freaking flop come ace, ace, queen. This is how ugly we've had it all morning. No matter what we got, we're getting our handed to us. Does it sound all right having both mics open on both streams? I freaking knew it. What'd I tell you? Oh, I knew it, man. See, what are we going to do here? Ugly, ugly, ugly spot, guys. There we go. We got, this is ugly, guys, again. We got the flush on the board. We've got the straight on the board, and this could be a tough one. We needed the board to pair. We're probably behind, not gonna lie. So this might be a yeah. We are probably going to get killed here. We're too much into fold, so here we go. We'll probably get killed, though. No, we got it. Beautiful. Guy was bluffing. There we go. Brought us back in. See, one hand gets you back in the game. So, we're back rocking and rolling. Beautiful. Tough call there, got to tell you. There's a lot going on. Yeah. Well, I wish the board would have paired. If we would have paired there, we would have had a full house, right? Because we had trip kings. So the problem we had is there was three what was it, diamonds on the board? I don't know. We'll have to go back and watch. I think there's 3 diamonds on the board plus ace, queen, king. So there was a straight on the board, essentially. Two cards could make the straight and the flush. So we weren't in the super best spot there. However, as you can tell, I mean, it played out. Once you get that invested, the EV's worth it, right? Because your equity's worth the call. Even if we would have got, killed there, you just rebuy and go on. It's all about consistency at the end of the day. It's not about what you win or what you lose in this hand. Just like trading, it's not about this trade, but you have to make the call there, right? Odd odds. You don't got any choice. But anyway, hopefully people are seeing a little bit with the poker. The problem is, guys, I have not played well. Trying to keep up with everything is a little tough. I'll get better as we go on, I promise. Yeah. Yeah. I get that a lot, sadly. If you're looking for somebody who gets super lucky and, plays out hands and gets super lucky, again, I'm not that guy. You're not going to see those big, great lucky hands where I catch the river and all of a sudden everything goes my way, because that's just not me. I don't have a ton of luck. I have to use skill to play this game. But, oh, let me take the hold this hand. I need another screen. I think I'm gonna. Thought I'd ever say that. Rat. The one thing that I do like is all my chat is coming through on my OBS from our original live stream. So that's really nice. The only thing that I can tell you is YouTube only looks like YouTube. So I don't know whether the person who's talking is on the LTW Poker YouTube or our original Learn Trade Win YouTube. When you guys send a message on each, I have no idea which one it's on. So that's the only downside. Just because I just get little icons on OBS. So, well, it's the same thing you're seeing, right? As you look at the chat on our normal live stream or the trading live stream on Learn Trade Win, see how it's got them little icons beside it? That's all I get. So even though PD talked here this time, last time he talked on the other YouTube, and I can't tell the difference between the two. That's the only disadvantage, but no big deal. Like I said, we'll get through that too. I'm not too worried about it. I figured today was a perfect day to start because I didn't figure the market would move much due to the bank holiday. I guess I was crazy. What about that move, guys? What was that? No news, no NY open, just a straight dump. Hmm. Are any of you on both live streams at the same time? Is it tough to deal with the audio? I mean, I guess you could just use the audio from one stream. I guess it doesn't matter either way. Like Paul said he just he had the audio muted on one. I think my talking should come through on both, but there is no music on the poker side. I wasn't sure that since so many people are going to be on both sides that I should put the playlist over there, but if anybody's just watching the poker side and prefers that, let me know, or a different playlist or whatever, and I can put one on there. Nothing going on there, guys. Try to unmute them both. There we go. Yeah, they're about the same, it seems. Not that much different. Did anybody do anything fun over the weekend? Bill's landed back in. Hey, Landon. He's muted. Or his headphones are muted. He might not be able to hear me. Okay. Good morning, Landon. You said something. You came over my speakers because I hadn't opened mic yet. So then I turned my mic on, but I forgot I had to unmute in the Discord too. Because in order for me to turn my mic on, right, I gotta unmute my actual mic because it's muted, my voice meter because it's muted, and then my Discord input on my OBS. So I did all those things, but I forgot to unmute the mic on actual Discord, you know, where you unmute the mic. So here I am sitting here talking and you never said nothing back. And I'm like, what is going on here? I've unmuted everything and I see OBS. I see my line coming across on OBS. I'm like, what is going on? I was like, okay, well, maybe he's having audio issues or something. But then I thought about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I never unmuted the Discord mic. So either way. works. Why did why did you just decide to go with that one instead of the? I mean, I've never looked at the road, but why did you decide to go with that one instead of the DJI? Aren't they similarly priced or no? Oh, see, I thought DJI was only 99. Landon. Yeah. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see. I see. Good morning, Aiken. How are you doing, man? Glad to see you. Also, let me know how your girl's doing. I gotta know. Girls are lucky, man. She's probably killing it. No, see, London's still open. So the only thing that you're missing is New York Open. So that's why it closes early, right? Because yeah, London will close, right? So that's the reason behind it all. It's not that the market's not able to trade. It's just you're going to have no NY Open, and it was really crazy. I don't know if you were watching, and I don't know if it happened on any other asset. I know you don't watch gold much, but we were up here. Whoops, hold on, got a hand apparently. We're just gonna limp. We were up here in this box, right? Waiting for this candle to flip. I was looking for this candle to flip for a move down to recover the wick on these candles here. And 8:30 came. This is the 8:30 candle, right? It freaking fell like 260, 70-ish ticks. Just fell for New York Open, but yet there was no New York Open. Just crazy. I expected no volume at all, and here she just fell apart. Uh, Absolutely insane. Just crazy. Yeah, and that should have been right. That should have been the normal NY Open. But the funny thing is, it's bank holiday. There was no NY Open, so it's just very strange. I expected Monday plus bank holiday, uh, no move, but nope, wasn't the case. Wasn't the case. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Aiken, you never answered. How's your girl doing, Aiken? Maybe he can't hear me. It's on YouTube. crap, I did not just do that. King's not the greatest flop for us. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think we're going to let that one go instead of going to battle with it, guys. Good morning, Ace. You can hear me, right, Ace? I don't know if Aiken's hearing me. Oh, my mic should be open. Yeah, sounds good. Okay. Just making sure. I don't know if Aiken can hear me. I don't get it. Very odd. I'm going to try to limp on this one, guys. See if we can get a made hand. Need a 10. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Ooh, we're not going on that with a draw. Scroll. I'm going to say scroll up, but I don't know how far up it is now. Yeah, no, just if you want to see the poker, it's on there, right there. Yeah, on Discord, I'm only running charts because I can't run both. I can't run double screens. Oh, yeah. So it's a little hard to keep up because I'm running charts on this screen, then I'm running poker on this screen, and then I'm running 2 OBS on the other. Oh, DGNs. Good. Good morning, Ace. Good morning. That's funny. And then I'm trying to keep up with both live streams. It's a little tough trying to answer the questions because I can't. That's the only bad thing. I can't answer questions through my OBS now because then it'll send the answers to every platform. So that's the only disadvantage of all of it. But either way, it's a little bit of flipping back and forth. I think. Well, if you can and you can't. The problem is when you answer questions through OBS, it sends it out to every platform, right? Come on, club. So normally I just have one screen up. I don't have to use this monitor that I'm using for the poker. So we're going to try to, I don't want to build the pot much more than that. Yeah, there it is. Come on. You raise. And we're going to do a pot. me some action, will you? Give me some action, will you? Let's go. Got to call pot. Damn. Anyway, so normally I have it pulled up on my second screen. So what I do is I have my live stream and all the chats popped out on the screen now that I'm playing poker on. And then I have OBS, one instance of OBS on my laptop, along with the server, you know, the Discord. So now the poker screen, and there's a kind of an issue. The poker screen now is my second screen, so I can't answer questions on it. And the sad thing about it is I can't minimize it, so I have to pull the screens up on top of it, because if I minimize it, it goes black. I think we're just going to limp this time. Let's see if we can get away with a limp here. So, like, if I minimize it, are you watching the poker screen or no? Okay, if I minimize it, that happens. So I can't minimize it. Shoulda went black. Yeah, shoulda went black. So I've got to actually go to the live streams and pull them up on this screen on top of it. I can't actually minimize. So it's a little tough. I'm probably going to get another screen. I can't believe I'm saying this because I never thought I needed 3 screens. I possibly need 4. Oh, man. I'm not in love with that flop at all. Glad we limped there. You can have it. It's all yours. Not a line we can take. Mm-hmm. Yep, knowing when, like trading, knowing when to cut is huge. Yes, like you'll see me build into hands. If anybody was here early on, you saw me built into several hands that I had to fold, even though I put, I was all the way down to, what was it this morning, guys? Like $2 and some odd cents, right? So we buy in for $5, which is essentially 100 big blinds. So we buy in for $5. We got all the way down to like $2 and something. I don't know, 238, 2 something, because we kept building into hands that boards just didn't come for us. But yes, that's exactly the problem. The boards won't come. And then since they've already put the money in, they think I have to win. No, you have to, just like a trade, you have to cut it. You have to know when to cut the trade and when not to. Yes, absolutely. And then the next thing is, what sometimes happens too is you build into a pot and you get caught on the river, or, a guy puts you all in and you have, I'll give you a great for instance, and these are things you have to make it through when you play poker or when you trade. It's a mindset thing. I had the nut flush, right? Is what they call it. I don't know how many people understand poker terms, but essentially I had an ace high flush and a guy went all in. Right. And I called his all in and he flips over his cards. He's got 2 pair. I've got the nut flush. Basically, I've got him crushed at this point. And then the board paired on the river. So the river card gave him a full house because the board paired. So I got beat, you get beat out of the hand. And what a lot of people do there is now they're pissed and they start playing what they call tilt, which is essentially, FOMO, basically the same thing like this here. All right. Jack 7. And Paul just said this earlier, right? The hand I had 5-2 pre-flop and I folded just like this Jack 7 here. Right. And the flop came like 5-5 something. So I had trips. Well, we got 2 pair here too. Are we winning? More than likely. Are we going to win this hand if we were in it? Pretty good possibility. Yes, we had the best hand. However, we're still never going to play Jack 7. Why? Because this isn't our setup. This isn't our entry. Jack 7 never means anything because probability's not with you. The river. Yep, that's the last card. Yep. Yeah, you got the flop, the turn, and the river. Okay. Yep. Nope, only one deck. You've got only one deck. And now so what you want to do with that, right, is now figure out what percentage you have to bet of the pot if somebody raised you there. Why? Because you want to make sure that if you have a 25% chance of winning, that you're not taking on more risk betting into that pot. You understand what I'm saying? So what are you betting to get what? Does that make sense? Yeah, it's all just a numbers game, just like trading. There's no difference. And what I try to tell everybody, when we do this, you got to buy in. So this is the cheapest you can play, at least on Bovada. I don't know if any other places have smaller stakes, but I mean, we did micro stakes because this whole challenge is based around anybody being able to go and play. So this is 2 cent, 5 cent, right? So a buy-in on any level table is 100 big blinds. So 5 cents times 100 is $5. And essentially, in order to keep your bankroll right, in my opinion, you should have 100 buy-ins. So in order to play at this stake, in all reality, you should have $500, right, in order to start here. Now, obviously, we're starting at 100. So are we taking on risk? Yeah. Can we do it again? You know what I mean? If we don't accomplish it this time? Yeah. But that's really where you should be when you talk about bankroll management, right? You want to be at 100 buy-ins, and every buy-in is 100 times your big blind. And you could just figure this stuff on big blind, like we figure trading on ticks, right? Rather than putting a number value on it. I mean, if you're playing, $2, $5, you're at the same spot, right? You're 10 times what we're doing here, or whatever, 100 times what we're doing here, whatever, but it's still the same thing. So you can make money just the same way, but you got to figure out where your stakes are as far as what you can risk. And that's why I started at the super micro stakes. See, we got a flush here. So that mean we should play every 10-2 suited? No, you know what I mean? Just not a spot, just not a spot. So, and these are the whole things with everything. You got to pick your line. It's just like everything else. If the market, okay, for instance, the 830 candle, it ran. Great. So now do we just go short at 830 every day because the candle ran? No. And that's the same thing with playing cards. There's no difference. You're trying to find a line that best suits you. We got a pair of eights with a flush on the board, right? So we got second pair, weak kicker, flush on the board. We don't got a lot going on here. We're going to try to get away with checking it through, hoping that maybe some other cards will come, but we don't have a lot playing here. We were in the blind and had to be in, right? Why is it so different? Why is... Well, it's outs. Yes. For me, I'm focused on what the other players are doing more than anything. That's how I play. But you do have to understand what outs you have. So, like, if you're drawing, like in the position that you were talking about with the... See, there's the flush. In the position you were talking about with the flush you're trying to make, you realize how many outs you have. Right. You want to make sure that you understand how many outs you have so that, like you figured it there, you can figure your probability compared to what you're going to have to put in that pot, even though you don't win, right? Say you got 25% probability of winning and you got to put 10% more in the pot to win it. Well, it's a no-brainer. That's one of those places where it's almost a automatic call, because if you do it over the next 1,000 hands, you're going to be profitable. It's got nothing to do with the cards anymore. It's got to do with what your equity is in the pot and what you're getting if that card comes. You see what I'm saying? If you're putting 10% in for a 25% chance, it just makes sense, right? Now, you don't want to put, 30% in for a 25% chance, because now over the long run, you're going to lose money. You're going to leak money there. And we'll get into more of that as we get going and people start to understand it better. But yeah. Yeah. Yep. Well, if I have four of a kind, that beats a flush. So I'm playing that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, here we go. We're going to have a hard time getting equity here. We're going to have a hard time getting equity. We're going to check raise this. We get an opportunity. We're going to have a hard time getting equity. Everybody's going to be scared of it. Flush still can come on this board. Guys are going to hold on. They're going to call this bet with their suited cards here, if they've got the suited cards. So we'll go ahead and put a 15 into it. We're going to run pot. And if they've got a club, two clubs, they're going to call here. So we just want to make sure that the river does not turn a club. Or if it does, it pairs. Four clubs would be perfect. Best hand we could ever, that'd be the best out ever. Ace of clubs would be fine too. If they call, nope, no callers. All right. What does it come? Let's see. Two hearts, yeah. So you understand the reasoning for that. Basically what it is if they're drawing into that flush, right? And you pair the board. Well, we got three of a kind, so that makes us a full house. So the full house beats the flush. So we can get all the money in that way. If they turn their flush, they're going to go all in, thinking that they got you beat. But if we would have got an ace of clubs, it would have been the best, because if they had like say a king high flush, well, they've got the nut flush at that point. But you got ace eight in your hand. So therefore, you actually beat them, and you can get all their money in there. So that's kind of how the game works, right? You're trying to make sure that you're really thinking around what it is they could potentially have. They didn't have two clubs, neither one of them. That's why they didn't call there. So it's all about playing the other guy, if that makes sense. Why is it so different? What do you mean, Max? Why is what so different? I'm sorry, I did miss your. I saw the question, but I was replying to Landon back and forth as well. What's up? What do you mean? And my whole point in doing this, Landon, is so that people, like you, that are interested in poker and really want to learn, can start wrapping their head around this, just like trading. You know what I mean? It's not that much different as far as how I trade and how I play poker. Futures dumping. What spots not? Changing. I don't know, man. You're telling me that the 8:30 spot candle didn't dump? Oh, that's an ugly. See, that's an ugly flop for us. I absolutely love pool. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I love pool. I used. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Yeah, see, I've never been a big video game player, so I don't know. I don't know a ton about them, but I enjoy chess, but I've played chess since I was young too. So I mean, I don't want to say that I'm super skilled, but I mean, I know how to play to a degree. So I mean, I do okay. I hold my own on a chessboard, but um that's about it. But you're right. I mean, pool, uh even though there's a lot of skill involved in pool, 100 ELO, I don't even know what that means. But I'm glad. That's good, Max. I imagine 800 sounds high, so that's great. Um, I've always played just on a regular board with people. Man, I the only person I've ever played online with. Oh, it's terribly low. Oh, okay. The only person I've ever played online with, and Landon already knows, is Hashim. That's it. Yeah, that's it. We played it. We used to play during the live streams, but the problem was I couldn't pay attention to anything else. We start at 1,000. Yeah, it was a long time ago. We start at 1,000. Well, how in the world did you make it to 800 if we start at 1,000? Oh my jeez. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, there, there's, there's, there's more to this. Here's the next thing too. Okay, you're in. Here's the big blind, right? Here's the small blind. Here's the button. Essentially, your best spot to make money is this spot right here because you're always last to act. So that gives you an advantage because you're last to act. So you're last to act pre-flop on the big blind, obviously, but after now you're first, and it comes back around, so you're last to act at the at the button. So that's one of those things too. Position does make a difference, especially if you plan on getting aggressive, because if you have to act, so right here, I'd be the first to act. You know, I'm the first to act here, and then I'm going to be, if both these guys stay in, I'm right behind them. So, and the button's going to be last. So if you raise here, well, you could get re-raised, which with King 9 is ugly. So if you raise from this position, you want to make sure that you have, a pretty dang good starting hand, right? Yeah, exactly. So I mean, and that's where your problem is. You're still wanting to find the best hands to play, if that makes sense. We're gonna protect our blind here. Um, I actually wouldn't play this hand prior to prior to being in the blind. So that's one that we'll just protect. We'll check through. It's I like to check through the ace highs, especially when we've got so many players you know, before us so we can get a read on what they've got. So we'll check through this ace high board, even though we made a ace here. See, we don't want any part of this. We have a pair of aces, guys, but you've got the flush draw out. Okay, just to take a look at this, we got the flush draw out, and our ace is not strong, right? So ace queen, ace jack, ace king, these are all the players that are going to be in this hand, right? So we're going to move out of the way and let them play it out and see what we got. Now we do got ace 7 now, so beautiful. I wouldn't have changed anything, I'll be honest with you. Cards come the way they come. It's just like everything else. Your entry's not there. Now the flush is on the board. Let's see if our two pair would have won or not. Aces and sevens. Either way, I'd take the same line next time and I would fold there next time just the same. So there's actually a straight now too with 3-5, queen jack. See, there's your flush. So we'd have been murdered there. So I mean, I'm always going to take the same line, and a lot of people, that's where their FOMO comes in at. It's like, oh, I should have played that. No, just because the flop came, it's just like everything else, right? You're looking at a trade and you don't have a bottom wick and it flips and runs, and you say, man, I wish I just would have entered it. Well, you guys know, fair as anything, I'm never going to enter that. That was probably playable. I'm going to be a little nitty here and fold. I'm glad I did now. See, a little bit of just a little bit of, yep. So we would have folded anyways. We would have lost an extra 15 cents if we would have been there, because I wouldn't have called an 87-cent raise for queen king. And see, now you come this way and look at where you're at on it. You know, ace 5 of clubs is the nuts right now, right? Actually 5-6. He's got a ace. He's either going to have ace king, ace queen. He could have suited, possibly. He's not going to show now. He could have a suited hand, ace jack suited, things like that. Did he catch the clubs? You know, possibly. He could have raised with a Broadway pair, kings, queens, jacks, things of that nature. He might have had pocket aces, but he could have had pocket aces the same way. Those are the guys that are going to come in and raise pre-flop like that. And you always want to know where you are in the hand, like what's winning now, right? What's the best hand you can have? Well, right now the best hand you could have is pocket queens, obviously. You know, your next best hand is what? Ace queen. Ace queen's a full house right now. Right. Pocket aces, you could have a full house that way, obviously, as well. But you always want to kind of know where you are in the hand. And now that ace came, so one ace in your hand now, you know, one ace is a full house. Nobody's got it. Ended up with two pairs. So just so you know what the best hand is as well, you always want to know these things. We came down and popped the bottom of that range. I'm looking at my other screen here, guys, as well. 10 o'clock candle just open. What do we got here? Did you leave, Paul? I hadn't heard him. 57 ticks for the flip. Not a bad place to trade this back up, guys. We put a wick on here, but that stop loss is way too big, and he left. Okay, no worries, no worries. Yeah. It's the price action is crazy first, Paul, but it's well, let's just say crazy. I mean, it's a mess. I'm not telling you not to trade it, obviously, but it is a mess currently. Anyone buy the Trump meme over the weekend? I believe Paul was in that Trump meme, weren't you, Paul? Yeah. That works. That works. Don't like to hear that, man. Hate to hear that. It's rough the way it's moving. That's where the problem comes in at though. You get this big move and then, FOMO does kick in, sadly. That's where the problem comes in at. Yeah. 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 Um, you could have took a short there. You could have took a short here. Honestly, it was tough because our consolidation box was this, right? So this was the box we were looking at, but we were looking at the no. Well, that's not a bad hand. We'll raise up here. We were looking at the no bottom wick on this candle. So when it came up and flipped, but the problem is there was no bottom. It never flipped. So the 1030 candle or the 830 candle, sorry, was the one that flipped. And normally I'm not looking for a short when we've got no bottom wick. So there was no way to get involved here. We were looking for this candle to flip, which wouldn't have been so bad because we had no top wick on this candle. Top wick goes up, and now you're looking for the flip. Flip never happened. Next candle did go up and flip, but having no top wick on that, we were looking for recovery of this wick, recovery of this wick, and recovery of this wick, which we all got. We got all of them in one candle move down. Oops. That was on the hour, but here it is, actually, on the... Okay, now we got an overpair, 9-10 on the board. There's no way he's got... I mean, the only thing he's got us beat with right now is pockets of any of these, so we're going to go ahead and bet into him and watch him get out of here so with that we don't clubs. All right. Jack 6, we're going to fold. So that was kind of what we were looking at for here. It would have been great if this candle would have flipped and went, but did not. So for me, there wasn't an entry there. If you're just trading the break of the range, you could have and trade it down, but for me, there just wasn't an entry to enter this candle. Then you've got the candle move up, no bottom wick here. So we had an arrow there. This candle comes down, puts on a bottom wick. Well, what do you expect now? Now you expect this candle flips and moves up, right? But top of your range is right here. You don't have any room. Stop loss is like 60-ish ticks. It's like 57. So I can't get involved there. And you'll probably retest at least the 0.5 this wick. So to this general vicinity here. But I'm not getting involved because stop loss is too big. And this is the same thing as anything. Okay, let's just say that you have pocket eights, right? We're going to talk about it like poker. You have pocket eights, and essentially that's not a bad starting hand. And you bet 3 times blind, so you go 15 cents in our scenario here because we're playing these micro stakes, right? You bet 3 times blind, and somebody pops over the top of you and goes, 10 times blind. Well, now the risk isn't worth the reward anymore. Pocket eights. So like your stop loss, now the risk isn't worth it. So you don't enter. You give up and you go on. So that's why I always say that poker's the same. And I'm going to compare them more as time goes and try to, really show why I feel like essentially you're not that much different. It really isn't. Because in poker, it's the same thing. You still got risk to reward. I mean, essentially, you're still playing the same risk to reward game, and that's what keeps you going in a pot or doesn't keep you going in a pot. And the only difference you have in poker, some of you guys will find this funny right here, but in the market, you can't just bluff somebody out. Like you're not going to say, "Hey, Steve, bluff. I'm going long with 10 lots." Steve don't care. He'll crush you anyway. To where you can try to bluff in poker. So you got a little bit of an edge there. Are you guys using your own money in poker? Yeah. Well, I am. I mean, this is just me playing Ace. Yeah. This is just me playing here. This is just yeah. With with the micro stakes, the whole thing is with the micro stakes, everybody can get involved this way. So if as you guys learn this, anybody can go and, put 50, $100 onto an account and play, you know. So, but yeah, Ace, this is real money. This is just micro stakes. This is a 2 cent, 5 cent table. We've got a $100 bankroll, and we're going to try to grow the $100 bankroll to $1,000. Is it against odds? Yes, because we're playing, actually at a bankroll that is too low per se. So, and we'll see though. I mean, that's the whole thing. We'll see how it goes. Ace high boards, I always check, guys. Part of me. Tells a lot about where people are at when the ace high boards come. They'll bet into them. They can't resist betting into them. We're just in the blind. We wouldn't have been playing that otherwise. But yeah, so here's 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is a one liner to a straight. So a 7 wins, a 2 wins. You see what I'm saying? So this is one of those positions where essentially, just like when you get 4 of the same suit on the board, it's pretty likely that somebody has the flush when you get 4 of the same suit. And it could be multiple people that have the flush. Now it's all about who's got the high card, right? H just went all in. He didn't have much of a bankroll, but now he's mad. And there's yeah, yeah. there's the flip on that candle, guys. Is all you guys that are watching, right? I know, Landon, you can keep up, but all you guys that are watching, is this too much to keep up? I mean, talking amongst both of these, everything else, is this too much, guys, or is everybody fine? I don't want to mix everybody up. That's why. Because I prefer to be able to run both of these together, essentially. Oh, got top pair, medium kicker. Only one club, 2 cards to a straight draw. But the big blind and the small blind are still here. We've got position on them. We've got 3 acting behind. I think we're going to go ahead and put a raise here and just see what anybody does. We'll see where they might be able to pull them off by the river. We're not beating a ton here, just so clear. But we definitely would prefer not to go to the river 5-handed. All right. Heads up is much better. Have the opportunity. The big blind could have some hands here because they just limped in. Ooh, he left. He actually left the table. So now we're going to have to wait for 30 seconds, but we won the pot there. That was the right way to play that. Hopefully everybody understands what we did there. You've just got too many players, and if you've got too many players in a hand, chances are somebody's going to get something. You know what I mean? And our spot right now is top pair. Doesn't mean that we're in, doesn't mean that we have the best hand. We can be beat by a lot of hands there, right? There's the ace that would have killed us. Nobody did answer. If fine to talk both sides here and everybody can keep up. If it bothers you, if any of you guys that are on the live trading side, does talking poker bother you guys? Get no answer. See, Landon always talks about the answers that he never gets. They just don't answer sometimes, Landon. They just don't answer. I don't know. I said, you talk about the answers you don't get. No, they don't. I am very deeply offended by the term jack. Seems sexist. That Echo, you are a riot. Good morning, man. Good morning. I'm enjoying it. I have 2 computers, so I can follow both. Engaging in more chat, only I'm in very bad form. Yeah, no worries, Paul. I get it. I get it. Currently focusing on the charts. Yeah, Crown. And I am too. There's really nothing going on, I'll be honest with you, but I'm watching the charts. There's nothing to take advantage of currently. So I kind of like, me personally, I kind of like that we can use poker to pass the time and have something to go on about. But I know that a lot of you, or there are people that aren't interested in the poker side. So I enjoy the chat when doing Watch ES and NQ as well. Yeah, the wife probably traded that. Strong consolidation boxes on NQ and then breakouts. Doing okay with it. Not my style of trading, but guess she's enjoying it. What are we gonna do here? Ready? We're not going to try to take advantage of anything here, guys. We're going to check it through. You could try to take this pot, but we've got more showdown value. So we'll call if he calls here. Yeah. See how we got the showdown value. We're not going to try to bully him out of that hand. Could we have? Possibly. But if you try to bully somebody out of a hand and you get check raised, what are you going to do? You always have to think about that. Like, to learn something while the market starts open today. Yeah, yeah. Move in the overnight. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. If you have a mediocre hand like that, right? Top pair, weak kicker, nothing's going there. What a lot of guys try to do is bluff into it as a semi bluff, right? Well, the worst thing you could possibly do there is guy checks, right? You raise, and then he comes in and raises over the top of you. Now what are you going to do? You're going to fold. You're going to fold a hand that otherwise you could have played through to the river and got some equity out of. Maybe you show up with the best hand. Maybe you don't. But you're not in a position of strength to call that check raise. So even if he bluffs you with the check raise, you're folding almost 100% of the time, unless you're just one of these intuitive players that say, oh, well, I just don't think he has it. And you call as bluff and you catch him. But 9 times out of 10, he's not bluffing. He was just trapping you. And you'll get raised up. You'll try to bully your way back out with top pair, weak kicker, and you'll lose more times than not. So you always want to find positions where you're profiting. It's nothing to do with bullying people around at the end of the day. It's about profit at the end of the day, right? I'm going to raise this one up. I feel pretty confident with ace queen suited. Got one caller. The button called us. So he's going to be last to act. He's got possession on us. We're going to check this ace high board again. Lots of people would say, why would you check here? He could have 2 pair at this point. His bet's going to tell it here. 15. He doesn't. He probably does have a piece of that ace. We now have 2 pair. We're not going to get our flush. I'd love for a queen to come, just in case he's holding ace 10, which could be here. Yeah, we got a boat too, so his isn't going to be better here unless he has just a 10. I don't believe that. We're going to put a pot bet up just to see if we can entice him a bit. There we go. We'll show him. We'll be a nice guy today. Normally we show it, but normally you shouldn't show your cards. All joking aside, it gives people information on the way you play, right? Yeah, he said, I can see how you could feel that way. I'm sorry. I never even considered it, but you're exactly right. But the whole thing is too, guys, as we bet through here, people say things like, well, why didn't you just raise on the, you know, on the flop? Well, a lot of these ace-high boards are good because a lot of people play ace anything, you know, and you'll notice I don't. Obviously, depending on position, I may play, you know, ace and a smaller card. Your ace-5 suited isn't bad. A lot of your suited aces are okay, but just playing like ace-8 offsuit from a bad position, normally I'm not going to get involved in something like that unless I have a super, super soft table that'll just let you limp regardless, and you'll see me limp a lot. And you'll see my play change as you get to a more aggressive table. You won't open as wide. So in positions like here where you can just limp, you're always going to be having to raise on a more aggressive table. So you're going to, you know, kind of tighten your range up a bit, your calling range, and your even, you know, getting in range, because you realize that you're always going to have to call a raise almost always, you know, on boards like that, on tables like that. So if that makes sense. And like Landon was talking about earlier with building the pot, well, you always want to know where the other guy is. And that's part of my reason for checking an ace-high board, even if I have the ace, because I want to know where they're at. You know, you want to know, you want to try to get a read on where the guy is in the hand that is playing against you. And again, obviously they can slow play. Don't get me wrong. So don't just take that. It's like giving yourself a direction, right? Even though you think that the market's going to go long, that's going to go up, still make sure that you're in a position to long the market, right? We're going to try to limp in with these threes. Because just because you think he doesn't have anything isn't always the best either. A lot of times that'll get you into a mess because you believe he's just bluffing. Yeah. No, that's why we limp there. So you don't want to be in that situation either. A good way to get wrecked. What? Oh, hold on. Can you spam the freaking server? These people. Here, let me if you're trying to get his mic open, let me I gotta give him the role. I think any of you guys can do this, but they have to have the VIP role, guys. Yeah, they have to have the VIP role. There you go. Now, if he wants to talk, he's gonna have to leave and then come back. Now that he has the role, let's talk. Oh, where are we at? We're gonna limp here on this one, guys, too, as well. We're gonna try to limp into this, see if we can't get a piece. I'm sorry about that. There's a lot of scammers out there, man. I'm sorry about that. Oh, come on. Any of you guys listening, I would never ask anybody for money for anything ever. I don't have any secret trading broker that I copy trade with or anything else. It's all a scam. now we showed up with a hand. Let's go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take this pot, guys. We're going to go ahead and 4-bet this up. We're going to do a large raise for a 4-bet. See if we can get called by this guy, because he has obviously a decent enough hand that he put in, you know, almost 3 times blind. I'd love to see small blind call as well. We're going to raise this up to like, let's try 50. Let's try 10 times blind. See how many callers we can get. I'll go 53. See how many callers we can get at 53. See if he raises back up. He just called. We're going to go ahead and go pot again. Get him in with all of his garbage hands. Yeah, he's out. All right. Like that, guys. Not bad. Not bad there. The indices nicely sold off. Yeah. Thought they went up. Oh, I see what you're saying after the fact. Dixie's moved much. Not at all. Dixie hasn't moved at all, which is crazy. Super crazy. Anybody got any questions on the poker so far? I know this is semi-new, that's why I'm asking. We'll limp on the button here. Not much going on here. Hey, look at it. How is it going, man? Still nothing going here. 10 would be nice for us, but we're going to check through. We'll still check through the 10 too. We'll fold it to any raise. But we'll still check through the 10. We'd still check it through and then wait for a raiser to take advantage of it, but it didn't come anyway. What's the idea with... Let me see where you're getting from. Okay. There is nothing. We're closed. It's Monday, first off. And market's closed. GC, yeah, I see. I was making sure what stream you were on. I can't actually see the stream, so my OBS, the questions just come through. So I didn't know which one you were on, but yeah. Essentially the market's closed, right? Bank holiday. And this was a very unexpected move here. And the price action is super madness. I didn't expect anything to happen on a Monday. It's a bank holiday at 8:30. So very odd move. I wasn't expecting to trade anything. That's kind of why I wanted to start the poker. live stream today because I didn't figure we'd do anything in the market, all joking aside. But there was a move. What are you going to do with it now? Not a lot. There's not a lot doing here. If I was to guess, we're probably stuck right back in this range, right? That we were stuck in long ago. So I don't know. That's my thought process anyway. Can it move out of there? Yeah, obviously. But if I was to guess, I'd say we probably range in the in that area for the rest of the day. Yeah, there's probably something on. Yeah, no, I don't like to. I'm not a big fan of trading inside the range anyway, regardless of what time frame I'm on, unless it's got to be a super great setup. This is a 75 tick ish. It was absolutely a big move. It was. Hello, Harlow. I'm still playing poker. Are you watching? No. I'm still playing. We're up. What? 20 bigs. Guy wants me to chat over there. Oh, I got you. Got no headphones. Well, that makes it tough. Sorry to tell you, my guy, Arlo. I don't know. You ain't got no headphones. Type everything that we're doing here out. So I try to appease everybody I can, but that's I'm playing poker, watching charts, running 2 OBSs, running 2 live streams, plus streaming in a Discord. Nah, I'm good. I'm not going to text out what I'm doing here. Sorry. Yeah. You're not watching the poker stream? Yeah, there's a poker stream as well. This guy's really gonna at me. You out your mind. I'm just gonna say yeah. Dude's out his mind. Thinks I'm gonna type out what we're doing here. Donald Trump official stream up. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Do we want to limp here, guys? I think we can limp. Fold Denny raise. Got a bad position. Decent-ish cards. Not great. Good enough for a raise, or good enough for a limp to see a flop if we can get away with it. Definitely not the flop we're looking for. Ace high board. Again, you check it through. We'll see how they play it out. Aces and fours. Yeah, who knows what kind of executive orders he's doing today. Yeah, this hand ain't gonna go nowhere. We got nothing going here, guys. Garden today. Didn't hear. I don't know nothing about none of that. Don't even know who that is. That Echo. Not gonna lie. He was the guy who made the. Oh, I don't know what that is either. King. We've got nothing going here, guys. Our ace high board isn't going to get us nothing. Dark web, eBay. Oh, wow. Huh. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it. You're laughing out loud at me, I know. Not always do I know about all this stuff. That echo, I'm sorry. Yeah. Not any part of that, guys. Ace high, king high is all a pair. Fours give you trips. Even a pair of sixes, there's nothing going here for us. All right, Ace. See you tomorrow, man. Have a great rest of your day. That's where the U.S. government got most of their Bitcoin from. Oh, wow. Confiscated from that old boy. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, no, I didn't know any of that. No idea. Yeah, man. I'm good. All right, what we got here? Yeah, we're going to fold that. I'm not going to sit here and text back and forth with this old boy. Four of clubs would be beautiful here. Not that we're in it anyway, so it don't matter, but I didn't expect to see anything in the market. I'm still surprised at this move. But with that being said, I don't know if you guys remember. Um, it was I think it was like when Trump had a debate or something. We had an Asia session move that came out of nowhere too. So maybe the inauguration today is going to be you know, a catalyst to move stuff. I don't know. I mean, everybody already knows what's going to happen per se, so I wouldn't think it'd be that much of a, you know, unexpected thing. I don't get that move. That move was very odd. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get a little raise here and get some people involved in this pot. Oh, that's another just, what's half pot on this? 24. Nah, we'll go low here, guys. See if we can get some people involved. Now we got a position where next card brings a flush. So we'll see if he wants to buy into this. Nope. All right. See the purpose behind that, hopefully. See, there's the flush. Not to mention pairing the board, which would have been perfect for us if he was looking for the flush there. He would have called, right? And then we paired the board, so we would have had a full house. He would have had the flush, but we still would have had him beat. He wasn't looking for the flush there. That's why he didn't put the money out. He probably just had, you know, a pair of some kind. So wasn't worth him calling there, sadly. If he would have had a hand, we could have probably got, you know, all of his money in there on the river. Hold that. Are you playing poker, Landon? Okay. Does it look like I'm playing games? I realize you guys that are watching on YouTube, watching the poker, yeah, but on Twitch, the only thing they can see is my chart. What what game looks like this, guys? Somebody tell me what game looks like this. They have the candle game that I don't know about. I'm confused. Lebonsky, are you still over on Twitch or no? Yeah. It it's my chart showing over there, right? Not the it's not the poker feed, right? I didn't get something crossed up. It is my chart showing on Twitch, right? Oh, okay. No worries then. No, all right, thank you, man. I don't know. I don't understand what this guy's talking about. I thought maybe I mixed something up and it was showing the poker feed over there. About games. I just never seen no games. It looks like my chart, but crazy. I don't know. Or is he just asking me to play games? I don't know. I don't play any games. Maybe that's what he's asking. Maybe I misunderstood. Try to limp with these threes again, guys. We're in a super bad spot to be trying to play them, but this table's pretty soft, so you can do a lot of limping. If it was aggressive table, we wouldn't even have considered opening with these pocket threes. I wouldn't have anyway. And the way I play small pocket pairs basically is kind of a, depending on what position and how, aggressive the table is what I do pre-flop, but it's always a flop, hope to catch one, and then fold to any raise. So if we could have checked it through, I would have held on, turn comes, if there would have been a raise, I would have dropped them if I didn't catch, a three on the board anywhere. My strategy to playing them, you guys have to see what works for you, but that's how I play the small pocket pairs. Yep. Yep. Oh. It depends on your board. Your ace is a 1, and it's your high card. So if you're playing 2, 3, 4, 5, your ace is the completion of your straight. If you play 10, jack, queen, king, your ace is the completion of that straight as well. But as far as just an ace by itself, it is the high card. So if you have, a pair of aces, then you beat kings, queens, jacks, everything all the way through because you have the high. All right. Makes sense, hopefully? Okay. That's what makes aces nice. You know what I mean? So, because they can play both sides of the board, plus they're still your high card. So, it gives you a lot more outs with an ace. That's why they're a little more powerful on a you know, in poker, if you will. As far as the charts go, guys, got to close right inside. Outside, previous day low. Is it low or is it previous day high? Yeah, previous day low. Still in range. Nothing really going here, in my opinion. You'll probably see some sideways candles. You do get a break below here, and of course, you don't have a lot of time left. I wouldn't be trading, but if you get a break below here, where it comes down and you see those longs come back up, expecting this, you know, area here to hold, then that would be a good spot to take a top wick and flip to move back down into these areas. Again, today, probably not going to see that. It probably just run sideways, but just so you have a heads up of what you can take advantage of. I mean, this move up here was decent. The move down could be the same. It's just gut shot, guys. See what he does. I'll probably bet here. Yeah, he's probably going to bet just to I'm out for today. See you tomorrow. All right, Lebonsky. Have a great day, man. I'll see you tomorrow. We still got a gut shot. Isn't the prettiest thing in the world. Yeah, he's always got the better hands here, sadly. Let's see if the next car comes, just for fun, but yeah. Is anybody still running on the other side, guys? Oh. Check that out, Lebonsky. That should be right there. I don't know what this guy's asking. He says, "Can you read my message?" I don't know. Super confused here. I do not understand him, guys. I do not understand him. All right. See you later, Lebonsky. I may shut down the trading stream if nobody's paying attention. I may shut down the trading stream and then just keep the poker up currently. I don't know how much longer I'm going to play. There's not a lot of action happening currently. I might shut down for a little while and then come back this evening. I don't know. What's up? not a lot of action at this table. We came up, what? Not a bad start under the circumstances, because I was playing really bad early on. About 26.4 big blinds. I may just go ahead and run it and sit out next big blind, so we'll let it run around, and then I'll shut down for now. We'll see how it goes. We'll put the money made up at the top. Go ahead and put that for our total, which is not much, but trying to adjust to the stream and everything else was kind of tough. But we did make 26.4 big blinds still. If we end right where we are, right? So, yeah, it is what it is. It just depends on what, what stakes you're playing in. And that wasn't perfect play by any means, guys. I was struggling with doing both streams and everything else, I'll be honest with you. So, I will tell you that. We even had a scammer in the Discord in the middle of all this. Getting ridiculous. So, that I had to pay in at the same time. So, it's been a little hectic, and I did a blunder. That 9 queen earlier, if you guys go back in the stream early this morning, that 9 queen suited, we should have limped on that hand, and it flopped a flush. We should have got paid on that hand, but we folded without even limping in, without even giving it a chance. That was one of those spots that we messed up just with everything that was going on. So not my perfect play, not going to lie. Still ended up profitable, but not my perfect play by any means. Hopefully we'll get better as time goes here. And what we'll do is as we make more money, we'll go up in stakes more than likely. So obviously it's not always going to be 2 cent, 5 cent. As we move up, maybe we'll try to move up in stakes and see how well that goes as well. We'll play with it here and there. We may, I don't know, it's up to you guys. After we're done with this one, maybe we'll try, some tournaments, or maybe somewhere we'll swap in some tournaments or something if you guys want to do that as well. I love tournaments. Most people are not patient enough for tournaments, so I definitely want to get some people to be interested before partaking in those, but we'll see. Play it by ear. It's just to have fun, guys. We'll just have fun with it either way, right? I don't think this was bad for our first little run on the poker live stream, though. Anybody have any questions today related either way? Poker, trading, anything? I think Wifey's got it set up now to where when I go live, the bot will drop it in the poker notifications for the poker side. So if anybody wants to follow along. Yeah, Crown, I didn't expect there was going to be any trading. I'm absolutely surprised that it moved. Number one, it's Monday. Number two, it's a New York bank holiday. So New York market never opened. I'm super confused at why it even moved. Maybe there was news or something. I don't know. But it made no sense that we got any movement at all. Yeah, exactly. It's the Trump craziness. And maybe that's a good thing, Crown, honestly. I mean, maybe we'll get a lot of volatile moves like this and we'll have a lot more to take advantage of. That would be great. Yeah, it happened at 8:30, which should have been open. Essentially, right, your COMEX open is 8:20. So that normally you get volatility, but that's that's for NY open, for COMEX, nothing opened because of MLK Day. So it makes no sense that anything happened. That was one of the reasons I was going to start the poker stream today, was because I figured honestly that gold was going to do nothing. And yet there was a big old move. Again, I don't see any way you could have took advantage of it unless you just straight traded the breakout. Even on the 15, and I was trying to look at the 15, it was still hard because you had no bottom wick here, and then the top wick came in. It was just a hard spot. They forgot to turn off the algos. I guess maybe it was meant to regulate the uptrend. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. Very, very odd, honestly, for the move. I didn't expect it. For all the buyers today, they took the day off because yeah, it's closed. Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. So exactly. Last hand here, guys. I'm done. It's going to set me out next hand. So, done on the poker side, guys. Done on the trading side. If I was to guess, like I said, we're going to be in this range right here. White line to white line, right? So if any of you guys are trying to trade this, you got to close outside the box. I mean, up or down's good. You got resistance here at your up, which is kind of tough. You know what I mean? This consolidation area here, where your wick is, up to your weekly open. It's actually cleanish down. So you had this nice move. You can go to the hour. It even looks a little better. See this nice clean move here? So your close below is not horrible. I don't expect any move though, but I didn't expect that one either. So I'm just showing you guys outlook from here on. That's what I'd pay attention to. I'm not going to trade it. For me, it's after 11. So nothing more for me here, guys. As far as you guys that are watching along with poker, I could possibly come back on later. If I do, the live stream will open. It'll notify you if you've got the notification roles on the server, poker notifications. If not, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. Then you'll be notified when I go. Got a few days of long distance traveling to do this week, so we'll probably miss Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. All right, man. Crown, all joking aside, and I know you can trade Asia. Asia should probably be crazy tonight. I may open and just look at the charts. You probably are going to see something during Asia session. Right? Just because New York was closed. I mean, I'm not sure, but a lot of times when we get a New York close, normally the next session can kind of take up for the volatility that was missed. Wow. But with that being said, we did get a big volatile move, so Asia may do nothing. But a lot of times when you have New York closed, Asia will move because there was lack of volatility in New York. But that move kills me. So, yeah. It was up 700 until 8:30. Yeah. All right, guys. Does anybody have any questions before I get out of here? Nothing. All right. That'll work, crowd. Like I said, I may come back for poker, so make sure you get that notification. I'm not going to say for sure. They're not going to be... Yeah, you too, crowd. They're not going to be real scheduled, if you will. It's just going to be whenever I can kind of jump on some tables and play. So I'm not going to give any guarantees, but if nothing else, I'll see you tomorrow morning, and we'll definitely be back. This live stream's always the same for Learn Trade Win, you already know. So I'll be back up and running tomorrow morning, and we will go from there. Have a great day, everyone. Crown, have a great day. I think Lebonski already left. Ace already left. Arlo, if you can hear me, have a great day. I don't think you can hear me. That Echo, have a great day. Landon, have a great day. Paul, have a great day. Good luck with your poker, Landon. I will see you all bright and early tomorrow morning, unless I run some poker in between. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not going to make any promises. Maybe, maybe not. It's going to be kind of a hit and miss thing. I'll put the win rate on that poker. Where are we at now? I'll throw it on there real quick before I leave so we don't forget. What were we at? I forgot already. 132 ups. What do we say? 26 big blinds. That's where we're at. Echo inauguration time. There's a lady behind the podium that looks like she's just wearing a bra under her white suit. Oh my jeez. Oh my jeez, that Echo. You got everybody switching to it now. $26.2 big blinds, total profit just $1.32, obviously, because stakes are low. But if you're playing in a big blind format, which is essentially how you want to figure it, just like ticks, it's all got to do with, you know, compiling each of them. So obviously profit isn't much, but we did make 26.2 big blinds. So if you're paying, you know, if you're playing 50, 100, then you made, you know, $2,600 if you're playing. However you want to look at it, right? If you're playing 2-5, then obviously, you know. So just figured it in big blind so that it makes sense. But this is more of a thing for everybody to be able to you know, be able to start at whatever stakes they want. So there's that. Everybody have a great day, guys. And always stay consistent out there.